So, as y'all know, I be mixing drinks for us. I have a mobile bartending business, and so I, showcase a drink every show. But today we drinking whiskey sour. Whiskey sour. This whiskey sour is made with Jack Daniel's honey whiskey, lemon juice, and simple syrup. So CF Kane drink. He saw me making his. He like, oh shit. He claimed he gonna babysit it, but we gonna see. Cause I'm pretty sure.
This drink. I'm finna nurse this.
He gonna be asking for a refill in a minute once we get to talking and
Why
get
you
the
gonna
flow.
nurse it?
Girl, 4:30 come real motherfucking quick, man.
Touche.
So yeah. We gonna be in here drinking and talking. And so with that being said, we might as well get on right to it, huh? No. Before we get into it, I want my guests to introduce themselves. Oh. So CF Kane, tell the people a little bit about you.
I mean, my name says it all. I am CF Kane, Chi-Town's finest. And that's about it. You name it, I do it, and I've done it. So I'm real animated at times.
Okay. Keisha?
I'm Keisha.
From Chicago.
From Chicago, living in Texas. I'm a photographer. That's about it.
And Juls.
My name is Juls. I got the Black Dad podcast. I work for myself. I'm a chef. I do IT. I do a few things.
Okay.
I'm perfect at all things.
Hey,
all right now, see?
Perfect at all.
Right there. At the end of the show, though, all of them are going to go into a little bit. They being shy right now. They give y'all like a little sample, but they going to all go into what they actually do. And they got some shit that they want to remind y'all of and they want y'all to tune in for. So, all right, now let's go into our first question of the day.
Why am I nervous? I don't even know what's going to happen.
First question of the day, I said that's why people don't be wanting to come on my show. They don't know what the fuck I might talk about. Is the past really the past? Now, let me just give y'all some background. This question came from Boosie, talking about, what's her name? Steve Harvey's daughter. Lori Harvey. Yes. So he said he would never wife her because of all the dating that she doing and shit right now.
Who said this?
That part.
Yeah.
That part. So sometimes that shit don't even matter. Like, oh, okay, that's fine because I wouldn't date your ass either. So don't worry about it. However, there are some people that's dead ass serious about that shit, right? And, we 40 plus, right? So it's like, okay, everybody got a fucking past, right? The purpose of you find your mate in dating, right? So you have to date people and see if y'all compatible, because you may not be compatible with every fucking body. So, and I can't date you and just fucking we locked down on day 2. I don't know you, nigga. So, I don't know you, motherfucker. You might be crazy and all kind of shit. I know. Yeah. However, so in dating, I think the issue with her is she in a public eye, but just like Chicago was small, Dallas is small. You go out on a date, you subject to see somebody you know and shit, and then motherfuckers be like, damn, every time I turn around, I see her with a different nigga, and boom, she's judged. So, does the past matter?
So, we specifically talking about her right now, right?
No, we just talking period. Does the past matter?
Okay, so let me touch on her.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go further. So I think that for a lot of people, yes, we are dating to find our mate. We are dating to, you date, you move on. But I think the issue with her is you are in the public eye and you are dating in the same circle. So in reality, like in real world, we don't date the same people. We don't date. We don't date men who run in the same circle. And it's like, we're not talking about 1 or 2. She going from dude to dude to dude, and it just doesn't look good. It's appearances. But she a grown woman. And if she has not found her husband, baby, do what you do. Do what you you do.
Yeah. So okay, so what do you say, Mike?
Man, listen. That girl, what, 23 years old?
She only 23.
She young.
You gotta be kidding.
I don't know how old she is.
She's
All I'm
young.
saying is
She's young. She's
young.
in her 20s.
And the people that's got so much to say, they old. Like,
but
you used to be somebody's hoe. Stop playing with it, like, for real.
But to me, that's worse because as you get older, like, think about it. I wish a motherfucker would. I'm 45, and I wish a motherfucker would be like, well, so how many people you done been with it? If you don't get your ass out of here,
at this
nigga,
stage in life, who asked that question? Who does that?
I mean, people ask.
Don't.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Very serious. So I don't know
hurt.
if you was here when I talked about it. I dated a dude, right? And I'm talking, right? We talking. And yeah, this one time I had dated this guy and blah, blah, blah. We talking. And this motherfucker said, so that's 3 different dudes you told me about. Did you sleep with all of them? Now, this is over time. So this ain't in one conversation. And I'm like, first of all, there was 3 different dudes. Like, it could have been the same nigga I was talking about, number 1. But are you really sitting there counting like that? Like, you counting based on our conversation?
I mean, but it could have been in the same conversation. Why does it matter? Right? It could have been.
Why does it matter?
Right.
I mean, so I don't care. Like, so for me personally, coming from where I have in life, what I've done, where I've been, for me, it's never mattered. Like, I didn't care if she was a stripper. Like, when we get together, it's what do we have? What do we?
Yeah.
Now that's just me. Now I had the conversation because if you remember around that same conversation, Russell Wilson said the worst thing he could ever experience is the loss of his wife. Who just so happened to be Sierra.
Yes.
Who just so happened to have a past. Right? Now, I asked black men, how is it we could shame that man for doing what many men in our lives have never done?
Yes.
And to the extent of paying $25 million to even make it where his wife don't even have to deal with the baby father anymore.
That part.
So he didn't just man up and say, all right, I'll be stepdaddy. No, I'm daddy now.
I'm
like,
daddy.
I put $25 million on that head. That's me.
Make sure.
Wait, what?
So it's
child
like,
support,
yeah, he
right?
signed off. Like, from my understanding, from my understanding.
Okay, I was thinking about something with the child support.
No, he signed, like, so it was either, because Future was in the rear. So either you was going to pay that or I'll pay you off to just, let's watch it.
Yeah.
And he took whatever it was supposedly $25 million. I don't know, don't really care. But whatever it was, the man stepped up and did what most men wouldn't do, couldn't do, and probably don't think they're doing. Now, my question I ask men, the question is, okay, so y'all are mad, he lame. Is he lame because he's saying he would do it for his wife, or is it because his wife just so happened to be Sierra? Because he can separate the two. Because for him, Sierra is his wife. He don't care who her past is.
That's it.
So my question would be, why as men would we be so hung up on his past?
Exactly.
Now, in my looking at the guys that were saying it almost to me looked like it was men who came from bitter baby mama upbringing. Because they didn't have that powerful man, and if they did, they mama just so happened might have ran him off, and he might have went to another family and shitting on them.
Exactly.
And now they mad because the mama was the one who was, look at your daddy, he don't want to do nothing with you, and everything this man is doing, it may be reminding them of how they daddy abandoned him to take care of another family.
Exactly.
Now again, we don't know what that mama and daddy battle was, but we know the man ain't there, the child ain't there.
And let me tell you, that's a whole nother topic. We might need to get on because I am one of them. That shit taps my nerves when these women play these games with these baby daddies. You know what I mean, with these kids and shit because
they
the
not
shit
done.
Didn't work.
No,
Like,
because they not done.
Because you're not done. But motherfucker, this shit is over with, okay? Yeah. It's done. Move on. Let that man be daddy. And go find you something to fucking do.
But a lot of women feel like that's the only way they can
get you.
Yeah,
and it is. And for a lot of them, it is because he don't give a shit about you no more. But he do care about
But
his
it's
kids.
not that he don't give a damn. It's he don't give a damn about the situation. We as men, we don't lose feelings for you if now you can burn us out and we will hate you to death. But we don't necessarily live on the expecting of, oh man, I hate you. Like it's just not in us.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
especially if we was raised by women. Like I was raised through women. So I don't have like all the stuff. I fought for cussing and I won cussing. I got my son, right? His mama hate me to the point she don't have no relationship with him.
With the kid?
Yeah. In which that
she mad at you.
In which
emotional
if
bullshit.
that's how they roll, that's how they roll. But me as a man, I can't allow the whole situation to contradict how we move forward.
Right.
Like and I think a lot of men that are okay with, if you want all this money, like we gotta give it whatever the situation to be daddy. A lot of men will put up with it to be daddy, but they don't give. They're not given the chance to.
But and then we getting off the topic.
Yeah.
Well, it got to deal with the past, though. It got to deal with the past.
My damn nerves, and it is dealing with the past. But because men will do what they have to do. That's why these women play these fucking games.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, dude.
Y'all unpack that like I just moved into the 3-floor house from the penthouse of man. Because I'm sitting up here like I just thought niggas was calling Russell Wilson corny because the nigga's corny.
Why? Hold on, no. Now, let me ask this. Now, okay, so what's corny?
Like he's the dirty type.
Okay, so hold on.
That's all it is.
He had a man that came in the house and showed him what being a man was. No, not what we think.
Hold on,
I know.
I get where you're going with it. And that's why I'm saying y'all unpack the fuck out of that, because what I was thinking was, like, when you walk up to a dude in mom jeans or a dude that's got some swag, ain't no chick gonna pull the dude in mom jeans. They're gonna be attracted to the man with some swag.
So,
why?
Man, y'all playing that.
Why?
No, I'm 45 saying
that's
that.
Fine.
That's the difference.
My question would be why though? Like, real
that's
talk.
just what it's been like. Come on,
I don't pull real talk.
Hold on,
Okay.
no. Not because we 40. Go ahead.
Here we go.
Go ahead.
Not because.
go.
Yeah, here we. Let's, shall we?
Okay, so then, let's go to a break.
Man, y'all finna play these radio
We're gonna go to a
games.
break real quick,
I got
and then
time.
we'll be right back. We're gonna refill some drinks around here.
Yes.
Hello and welcome to another edition of the Narrative Off the Cuff with Ely News and Daryl Blair. It's a new week. It's a new day, and it's a new dawn in my life, and especially in yours. We have a new administration in Washington, and there seems to be some mending along the way. There are some, there are a number of pimps out here. Let me explain that to you. Pimps. And that's a non-contact sport. That's a mind-infused sport. Take that to heart. But the pimps, P-I-M-P, people into motivating people. That's right. People into motivating people. That's what we need with regards to promoting things for the greater good.
Hey y'all, we back. So, Keisha.
Yeah.
We're gonna let you finish your thought. She done lost her train of thought, y'all. So like we talked about, so our question, the topic right now is the past really the past? And we just got through talking about Russell Wilson and Sierra, right? And how Sierra has a past and Russell loves the shit out of her, right? So there is it matters with some, and it don't matter with all. Now, what I've seen in my experience is women. Okay, I don't, y'all know I like to be transparent. I will honestly say, I don't want no nigga that's for the streets. I don't want no dude that every time I turn around, everybody, oh, you was with her too? Oh, you was with her too? I don't want it. I don't want it. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I will say this. I be getting myself in trouble like a motherfucker but hey, if he good to me, I'll fuck with him. You probably can't go nowhere though. Fuck that. I don't get
So you saying as long as
just come back to spot.
As long as
I would love him, I would even marry him. I probably would. No, we gonna go. Like I love to travel, so we gonna travel.
Right.
Now when he switch up, how you gonna handle it? Because like so, and I guess the reason why I feel so near and dear to Russell, me personally, is because I was once Future. I've sold dope, robbed people. I have felonies. I'm from them streets. Like I'm that guy. That same guy that would shit on Russell Wilson. Like beat him up in school. Like ran through him. Like took his girl just to make sure I could show him. Like I'm that guy. Yeah. Right. That guy. Mm-hmm. I met my son's mother, who was my everything. She changed you. And she said, "You can live that life, or we can make this happen." Okay. And I gave it all up, right? Mm-hmm. And now, fast forward, she cheated on me. She just didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? But me as a man, I grew being more like Russell Wilson. Okay. Than I could ever be Future. Okay. And you hope that looking in my son, I can't do nothing but want him to be a Russell Wilson. If we're using these type of men as images that the media. Like my son will never be a Russell Wilson. Like but I'm saying
you're not gonna groom him to be that way.
But I can't groom him. I don't come from that type of money. I don't have his background. I'm not his mom and daddy. Yeah. He had a real balanced upbringing. So that's why to him, to me, he looks so balanced. Yeah, I mean, if you look at him, you can see on that field and tell you ain't finna just punk him.
But let's say, so like we're saying, okay, I want to discuss the double-edged sword, right? So women accept men with a past all the time.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Well, because I just said that.
No, they don't.
Not that I want to accept him.
Y'all accept with the idea I'm gonna change this nigga as soon as I get in good with him. That's it. That's what y'all do.
But we're saying the past, right? Mm-hmm. So he's not a hoe in the streets no more. Mm-hmm. But he has been. Nigga got 10 kids by 10 motherfuckers that live in the same neighborhood.
So that's what I want to know. Like, when we talking about accepting people with a past, like, I need it to be broken down because it's variables to this. It's levels. So if everybody got a past, like we said, if he, been out there before, but he ain't that. I don't really know how a nigga with 10 kids, I tend to different baby mamas can reform, but I'm just saying.
He can't.
That's a serial hoe.
Exactly. But
and what women got to realize is now you sign up for that tax, You didn't just. If he on back child support, y'all ain't getting no income tax.
Y'all get married.
You go.
See, that's why.
So I get why some women wouldn't put themselves in this situation.
In that type of situation.
In a man's situation, that's beneficial.
If she got 10 kids? No.
How many 1400s is she getting in tax?
Oh my God.
Yeah. 14,000. Yes, sir. But that's why men are more acceptable of women with these type of situations than women are.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You crazy. I know. There's some niggas out there right now. Boy, you what? Are you crazy?
When I hear
there's a nigga right now.
Just like
no.
He got the baby juice box in his hand.
Everything. Say how many kids she got. We don't really care about how many baby daddies is attached to that. We want to know how many, mama this, mama that, and we're going to have to deal with before we can get the smash.
Yes.
So, if she got four little ones,
she ain't never have a babysitter. Yeah. You got to pay for a babysitter.
Oh, no, I'm not paying for no motherfucker, but you better get your little sister to come over here and watch these little
You got to pay for a babysitter, then you got to bring home to go plates and shit. for the kids because they
This is not that Kanye song.
I was gonna say, man, what the hell?
Come on, y'all do
what
it.
Nigga, hey, you dating a real? That's a real baller. Shit, yeah. He's a real baller. He doing it because he ain't tripping.
So y'all feel like women trip on the past as much as
they do.
Men do?
They more.
I'm sure they do.
Because look at statistics of all the successful black women that are either going to the opposite race or the same sex or just not dealing with black men altogether. I mean, look at Oprah. I mean, look how do you really think her and Stedman had that type of relationship? Like,
I understand Oprah more and more the older I get. That's the her Stedman shit. I understand that shit more and more the older I
mean, if you like rental cops, I mean, they always protect you. Shit.
But you know,
they got a role to play.
What the fuck you want to do when you want to do it, and you protecting your assets and shit. Because the nigga y'all get divorced, this motherfucker gonna take half.
I mean,
you
but
know what I mean. So hey, I don't know. I like you, but I don't know if I like you that much.
Man, look, Stedman got.
If you were the nigga that would really take half of what you got, I mean,
niggas
you said
would do that shit.
You said
do it every day,
right? But
niggas will do that shit just because he can do that shit. Like I finally get.
So are you talking about like Sherry? What's the lady? Shepherd, who got the same situation with her husband. They're like they went and adopted a baby too. That wasn't even a baby she had.
Really know that,
no, when
I
they
got knowing none of this stuff.
Well, so
I'm not too familiar with. I'm familiar with the story, but I don't know a whole lot about it. But I want to say she ain't know much about his ass.
Well, they dated for whatever. They moved real fast. After they got married, they adopted a baby. Well, come to find out, he wasn't a man she wanted to be with. So when they divorced, she was thinking it was just gonna be a wash. He got custody of the baby, and she paid child support, and he get alimony, boy. And she got to keep both. She got to keep both of them insured 2 or 3 years, if that. She got to keep both of them insured.
Back to the topic. That's why you gotta date. You gotta date.
And she got 2 big black dogs in the house.
You gotta date these motherfuckers. You don't never know what you might be signing up for.
Sometimes you could date and they come out of a bag.
That's true. So but I'd rather your ass come out of a bag and bamboozle my ass.
You so stupid.
Then I'll be like, oh shit.
Okay, let me ask you this. Why do y'all sit here and pretend like this is just dudes? Like y'all don't be jumping out and jump.
No.
Wait,
come on,
no,
you just said you come out of a bag. Like he could be this. Like
I didn't specify he or she. Anybody can come out of a bag. But she was specifically talking about a man, so that's why I responded.
Y'all come out of trunks, backpacks, purses, wallets.
No, can I say something?
I mean, you got to be able to buy all that.
It's not about coming out of a bag.
You got to be able to buy each one of those.
It's not about
all of them, bro.
At a certain point, to a time.
Yeah.
What it is, I feel like between men and women is in the beginning, everything is great. Everybody is cool. You know, dating is good. You love each other. But then real life happens, right? And gets thrown into the mix. And then it's like, oh, you ain't who you were. No, I am who I was.
No, friend.
What?
It's some motherfuckers out here on some bullshit.
It is. I never said it was.
From your perspective,
right.
And yes. But there's some motherfuckers out here on some bullshit, and I want to forewarn y'all. This might sound like I'm on some hate shit, but these motherfuckers, I just want to cook you dinner. Nigga, she tried to trap your ass. She gonna come out of bag on your ass soon. She try to feed you, fuck you, and you know, and she gonna come out of bag. You better be
suck you.
I'm just saying.
I know.
Let's not leave that out.
Is the perception that every woman is the same.
No.
So, yes, there are women who will come out of a bag on you, just like there are men who will come out of a bag on you. But every woman is not like that. So, just like every man is not like that.
Right.
So, and that's one of the things that I kind of wanted to touch on is, just like I just got through saying, there's some women out here that's treacherous. These motherfuckers listen, especially if they think you got some money. If they think they can come up, shit. Listen, they trying to motherfucker do all kind of tricks, cartwheels, all kind of shit, so they can lock you down, and then they don't want to work no more. You know, all that motherfucking bullshit gonna come. But why do men act like y'all don't know y'all do this shit?
No, we don't do what?
Black men don't cheat. That motherfucking bullshit. Y'all know. Why do dudes like me? I'll be posting shit, and men be like, well, women do that. That's more of the women that do that. The men don't. Nigga, y'all know y'all do that shit.
See.
What's cheating?
See? What's cheating?
Well, I mean, what's the relationship? What's the relationship? I only ask that because what's the relationship? what's the relationship type? Because like when I was married to my son, I never cheated. Even when I thought about cheating, I went and talked to her, told her, hey, this is something I feel we lacking sexually, so can we fix this so I don't have to go out?
And now, I'm not saying all men do it.
Right.
By no means am I saying all men do it. But y'all got some motherfucking friends. And
I mean, I can't speak for that.
It's just like y'all got some whole ass friends.
Yeah, so
people do what people do, and
They do.
the problem is when we continue to make generalizations. Then you have the dudes who I ain't even about that life, feeling like I got to defend myself because you've said men do. No, y'all got it's one good word y'all can use.
y'all.
You can say some men, and that would eliminate all of the discord.
Absolutely, some men. It's not all. Absolutely, it's not all. But I promise you, you be on Facebook, motherfucker. You know these motherfuckers be acting like niggas don't do this shit.
But see,
And like again, even if you don't do it, nigga, you know you got a friend. I'm not even a man, right? But I know
but he might only be speaking for himself at that moment. He might be one of them stand-up dudes. They be like, never in a million years.
Real talk.
So
I try not to even hang around niggas like that because it rubs off. It puts you in a situation where you feel like you have to defend it because you're like me. When I hear that, I laugh and like I either put a thumbs up or I bop
and keep it moving.
Because it don't even because I'm not even around them kind of dudes. Now, I mean, now do I know? Yeah, I mean, I know some whole ass niggas. But I know some whole ass bros. Like, hey, man, I know some bros, man. They get
to segue us into the next topic, but I do want to point out what Shay said. Imagine not being able to bring your current partner around your people because you don't want them to find out the bullshit that they have done. Meaning they done slept with every motherfucking body y'all know. Everybody, I don't want that. I don't want the dick that everybody else can get. I'm good on that. Like, I'm good.
But that kind of goes back to the Lori Harvey thing.
So you can't get past his past?
Not if I know the people. I don't give a shit about what you've done without before
long
me,
as you ain't got to see him, huh?
Yeah, I don't want to be around these motherfuckers. I don't want everybody around this motherfucker knowing what I'm dealing with at the house. I mean,
I get it. I
don't want that.
I get it.
Now, if I find out later, that's why you got to date. And then when you date, bring that motherfucker around. Listen, I be like, hey, y'all know this nigga. Bring around your immediate people. Y'all know this nigga? Now, if there's some people I don't know, like I see their ass out and I don't know them like that, I don't give a fuck about that shit. I don't. But my people,
the people you actually talk to.
Y'all know this nigga? No? Okay. Then he get the green light.
I mean, some of them gonna tell you now knowing they know him.
They better not. No, not my
not
immediate
you.
people.
I'm just saying.
My immediate people gonna be like, yeah, girl, okay, thank you. Let me know, goddamn it. I need to leave this nigga alone. Don't fall in love. The nigga ain't shit. He for the streets.
Okay, so what if they hit you with the, girl, that's the one that got away. You gonna still step off? Or you know, this nigga might have that good potential.
Wait a minute. He the one that got away because he got good sex?
No, he don't want to. He was the package, but she fucked it up.
My friend?
Just something. You said people you know, they ain't all your friends. Well, I mean,
just somebody I know. No, it depends.
But say if it was your friend, say it was some years back. Like, and then you just so happen to acquaintedly meet this guy.
Let me hit on that. So I was dating this guy for a while, and I had a buddy. She wasn't a friend, but she was a buddy that I kicked it with from time to time. Well, after I had been dating a dude for it was almost a year, it came out like that they used to mess around like 10 years ago. And so she came to me basically like, you need to stop fucking with him.
Oh, wait a minute, no.
Because I used to mess with him.
Yeah, she came with you the wrong way, first of all. That's why that came off sour.
Hold on.
Well, I mean, she didn't say that, but that's what she
was just, yeah.
That was the energy.
To me, I'm like, but it was like she almost felt like I was wrong. But I'm like, no, buddy. I didn't even know y'all knew each other, number one. And number two is, you dated him 10 years ago. Yeah. Y'all fuck.
Yeah.
And
Well, some people no, but a lot of women don't know the difference.
No, they know the difference.
No bullshit.
But they know,
bullshit.
They know.
Listen
they
to
don't
me.
care.
Listen to me.
Because in that little warped sense of whatever the fuck they going on, they don't read what's on the lines. They gotta read between it, over it, and under.
I get you, but I'm just telling you, man.
They can't take the words out of your mouth. I say words out of my mouth. You know what they heard? The words that went around his ear. The words that came up past his nostrils. Because they ain't just hearing what I said, man.
So with that being said, if you dated somebody, not even dated, you met somebody, nothing happened, nothing was like it. Y'all met, y'all talked on the phone for 2 weeks or whatever, and y'all moved on with your life. Okay, now your friend, your close friend, meets this person. Does that warrant?
Please,
do you even
don't tell me. I don't.
It depends on who the person is. It depends on who the friend is.
Okay.
Like, if it's you, yeah, I'm gonna tell you.
Okay. But I could see us saying, "Girl, I met that motherfucker 10 years ago, but did shit happen? It wasn't shit. Have fun." And I'm gonna tell you what I did pick up in them 2 weeks. He seemed like he cool.
Right.
He seemed like he
let me go get my notes out.
The reality is,
I'm gonna tell you that, but have at it.
The reality is, though, we might like different things. So he didn't work for me, but that don't mean he ain't gonna work for me. Now, if it's somebody that I cared about, that's a whole different ball game, right? But if it's just somebody that I met, or even it was a little bit more than just met, but he wasn't for me. And I don't care about
and that happens, right? Because everybody that you meet is not for you.
Exactly.
That's just
but you have to have the same understanding with even if you cared about them. They make the care about them you had for them. You might have taught them how to care about somebody else. Because I mean, I got you. I got you. Because like me, I'm just like, I mean,
we didn't work out. That don't mean y'all.
Hey, technically, I understand.
Right.
However,
but no.
However,
if I had feelings for him,
I don't give a shit.
I mean, and I'll be honest, it would probably hurt. Like if he came, like if I seen him out, or he came, like, bro, you know, and all what, it would probably hurt. But I'm at a point now. I'm gonna be more happy because I'm just like, hey.
Well, see, ain't that how? Well, okay, I don't know.
But that's just where I am now.
Moving.
You know,
see, because now
I wish him the best, man.
Now you standing there.
No, I don't know if I'm finna get. I'm not finna get in the wedding now. We're not friends. Like, no, like I want to see you as a high and by moment, not a hey, how y'all doing? Like, no, I'm not finna be doing brunch. We're not getting brunch. Yeah, no, none of that. Like, none of that.
Like that. We somewhere and we all there, then we all.
If I just haven't.
But we talking close friends, right? We talking like
at that point, close friends.
So that takes me to the point of. How the fuck you didn't already know if we close friends?
If we close friends, then we definitely know, right? We definitely know. But at the same time, because like what he was saying, okay, the shit didn't work out. And we've all been through situations where we have liked a motherfucker and they just weren't for us, right? The shit just didn't work out. But that don't mean I want to see Keisha with him. Absolutely fucking
Why do you?
Why? Because it may work out.
Let me tell you something.
Because it may work out.
No.
Right.
Because it may work out.
No.
She might get all of what
No. It's
ain't no way.
It's a code.
Ain't no code.
It is a
Ain't no code.
It is a code. First of all, y'all are guys. We talking about women.
Well, I mean, I don't believe in man code.
Okay,
like I don't.
You.
Okay, you believe in women code. Okay, gotcha. You believe in women code. I got you.
If I mess with somebody that I mess with heavy,
in love,
and I told
fuck heavy in love,
and my friend is hitting towards them, and I say, hey, you can have any other nigga here, but not that one. Okay?
And you gonna stop being?
I don't even gotta give you a reason. Do I have to give you a reason? If I say, hey, me and Mike used to rock. Don't do that.
So it's motherfucker. Hey, no,
yo, cock blocking ass.
It's not cock blocking.
Oh no, because if I find out that the reason Nikki ain't let me smash is because you said something.
What you feel?
I know you don't care. I'm just letting you know. Actually, I'm gonna accidentally bump your table and knock your drink over. And I'm gonna keep walking because I ain't gonna pay for that motherfucker either.
Yeah.
Boy, y'all see that?
So, viewers, give us y'all input, right? Because we talking. This is what we do. Call us, 972-863-8860. Give us y'all input on this shit. Because, listen, Mike, they ain't letting us have it. Look, ladies, this girl code shit. It's real shit, right?
It's friend shit. It's not girl code.
We ain't got to the bitter Betty.
It's not even just girl code. It's friendship shit. It's respect.
It's respect. Like, I am not, and I am very big. I am super big on do unto others as you would have them do unto you.
Already.
I do not. If I know goddamn well, and I don't give a fuck if the shit didn't work and if the nigga wasn't shit. If I loved him, I don't want to sit there with Keisha. All right, we got a call. Hey, caller, welcome to Nick at Night. What's your name and where you calling from?
I am Keish, and I'm calling from Arlington, Texas.
Okay. Hey, Keish, what's your question? Or what's your input?
I do agree with the lady that,
Okay.
If I dated somebody, then, my friends won't date anybody, but the good news about me and my friends is we don't have the same taste.
Okay, great, yes.
We normally don't rock like that. I did have a friend where the guy tried to holler at me once, and then, like, a year later, I was like, girl, he tried to holler at me. She was like, oh, no. So it's, like, totally hands off. But I have a male friend who says he don't count.
Okay.
So I think men have different preferences or different thought processes as women do.
Yes. I'm a woman, right? So, I mean, I don't completely understand, but I do understand that they are different from us. But I just can't imagine you used to love somebody and now you sitting across the table with them with somebody else, your friend.
But why am I going?
Yeah, and this
okay, because you keep saying with my friend.
Okay.
Well, I ain't got no friends, so I guess that's why that shit is blowing past me, because it's like shit.
Thank you, Keish. Thank you for calling.
And trying to holler at somebody is completely different. Like, if we out at a club, and Mike try to holler at you,
that's different.
And y'all didn't whatever, and then he tried to holler at me. I mean, you might be like, girl, you tried to holler at me. I'm like, okay, well, what? And then you
whatever.
Yeah,
it's nothing.
If we out at a place and you know somebody and y'all talking, y'all cool, and then that person tries to holler at me, I'm gonna go to my friend and say, hey, what happened with y'all?
Yeah.
And if y'all rock, I'm gonna be like, no, I pass.
Exactly.
But what makes you? Never mind.
Like
I was gonna say, what make you think she gonna say some half-ass decent shit that would make you want to even holler at the nigga, because she may just be bitter or fucked up that it didn't work out between them. That's why I said. That's why I said.
Yeah, my friend.
That's why I said never mind. But I only asked it because
So I will say this. I know. I already know where your man going. So I can honestly say that as a 40-year-old woman, I've learned that all women don't have the same kind of relationships I've had.
Right.
They don't have the same kind of friendship. I was blessed.
Yeah.
I've had the same friends since I was 13. Okay? With the exception of my new friend.
Yeah.
But, so we are all the same, and we don't sugarcoat shit for each other. We don't, hey, girl, yeah, fuck that nigga. We don't do that.
Yeah.
We don't do that.
Yeah.
So we are real and honest with each other. If a dude was good and we messed up, we will say the dude was good and we messed up. I can honestly say that. But I know that I'm an exception, not the rule. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm speaking from my experiences, because that's all I know.
Right.
But I know it's some shady shit go on out.
Yeah.
I know it's
most women ain't finna uplift a nigga, especially if.
No, I mean, because again, if it comes down to we met, we talked for 2 weeks. It wasn't shit. We did not connect. We didn't vibe. Nothing happened. And I think he's a good guy. He just wasn't for me. And you met him. Have that. He's a good guy.
Man,
he might be for you.
Okay, so
this wasn't for me.
So let's put some different scenarios on this. So say when you dated him, say the reason why you didn't like messing with him was because say he was in between finances, and say just he was just wasn't clicking for him, or and you felt like it was too much responsible for you, and now this nigga not just clicking, like this nigga is the big lighter now, like he just whenever you flick this nigga on, right? And then so y'all just so happy y'all out, and he do shoot at your girl, you still gonna be like, girl, it was.
I can't because
I got you. That sound good. That sound good. That sound good. Yeah, that sound.
That nigga wasn't on that shit.
That nigga didn't have none of that.
Wait,
and I was paying for. We went to Papa though 2 or 3 times and I paid. Man,
boy. See that ain't gonna happen.
But you can't take a nigga to Papa though.
She said it ain't happening. She ain't taking Pop Pies, let alone Papa.
I might do Popeyes.
You might do Popeyes.
But I'm
the
not
Popeyes in the freezer section at Kroger. Popeyes. 3, 4 times. See, that's what I'm talking, man.
Question: is girl code with or without sex? Men don't have a code or a friendship just because they know a dude. A smash is a smash. That's true.
Not necessarily. I know because my ex-wife was, I met her through one of my partners, and But now I'm not, and it's crazy because any other time we around me, him, and our other partners, and like this dude, he real tender dick, like just off the everyone. He'll have 5 women in the house, right? And I'm telling you, like all of them, they all in there walking around with just bra and panties on, just listening to them. I'm like, I'm just like in my head, like so just so happy, the one that got away for him was my ex-wife, right? And he was vindictive, but he understood like he didn't want to go to war with me because he understood I was a different type of man.
Because I will say that I will honestly attest to that, especially this new nigga. This new nigga out here is fucking sensitive as shit, right? So
no, it ain't no nigga because this nigga in his 40s.
His
40s.
No, but I'm not saying.
I mean, remember Ralph Tresvant had 50 something now, right?
Sensitivity,
Oh man, like
yeah. They multiply like gremlins. Somebody fed them after midnight.
Oh my!
Threw some water on their ass. Huh?
Oh.
I mean, but so this is my question. Like, so when you had niggas just so egotistical, so just you wasn't happy with that. Now you got a nigga that's too sensitive. Like where do you where do you want a nigga to balance? Like, I mean,
they want to do.
Then you get the nigga that's the balance, and he half-ass in your ass, and half-ass like, all right, what the fuck ever. I'm just as perfect as you.
Yes,
and then you got a problem with that because his ego match yours.
We want lukewarm.
Oh, I know. You better turn the motherfucking water faucet on at the same.
We want lukewarm.
You better turn the water faucet on.
Okay. Let's see. He gonna bring a question up. Lori Harvey, men that she dated, being in a circle.
And that's hold on, and that's Diddy and his stepson.
It's okay.
That's Albie Shear's son.
This
is light skinned boy right there.
Quincy.
This is the one problem that I have, right? Yeah.
She's a cute little girl.
She's cute, and she's dating. And that's what.
And that just don't.
I don't know
why she with Diddy? Why they got on?
No, you didn't hear me. She dated Diddy and Quincy. She dated both of them.
That right there.
In months apart.
That's that. Like you definitely.
Who did she date first? Let me ask that. Which
they said it was Quincy, but it was in between because then it was a jump off.
You can't date the daddy.
I think she walked out.
Ain't had no business dating that little girl. I don't care how old she was.
Hold on. He was dating around Steve Harvey. Boosie said the same thing.
And so don't get me wrong, right? I get Keisha's point because even if it's in fucking Dallas, you can't fuck the whole crew. You can't fuck the whole crew. And let me say this, we don't know that she's sleeping with these men. That's another question that I have, and I want to ask the men. But we don't know that she's sleeping with these dudes. But you can't, you just can't. I get that. You just can't. Okay, right? You date, you have fun. However, you can't date everybody in the same motherfucking crew. Okay? If you fuck up and you chose the wrong one to date, then that's, I mean, I don't know what to say, but fuck the whole rest of the crew. Go on the other side of the city.
So the thing
Go to
with,
Fort Worth.
Go to Fort Worth.
Go to Arlington. Get your ass out of Dallas.
The thing with dating, for me, with dating people in the same crew, and you leave yourself open to judgment and speculation.
You do.
Right?
You do.
So I don't like people in my business.
That's true.
Right? I don't like nobody knowing how I move, when I move. So I couldn't be that person.
No,
You know
not
what I'm saying?
knowingly.
Right.
But sometimes you unknowingly find yourself, right? Because you met a motherfucker over here, and then you meet another motherfucker over here, and lo and behold, these motherfuckers is friends.
But we not. That's what we were saying about Lori. Like, we not talking about one or two dudes. We talking about 5, 6, 7.
But
dudes.
it's still.
Look, man,
And I don't know.
the problem comes into play
Because I want to say French Montana in that too. And, you know, he signed with him.
And all of the rest of them. Because once she went through the first 3 dudes that we all in the circle together, why the fuck would you be number 4? I don't understand number 3. Number 1 and 2, I can even understand y'all too, because y'all was first with her. You know, said that didn't work out, and you and her tried to work it out. That third nigga, you just wanted to see what it was that them 2 niggas had. And then 4, 5, and 6, y'all just wanted to hit because everybody else.
I mean, but then wouldn't we say that period about a female like Amber Rose and China? Because I mean, like these are like, I mean, household cum bucket names.
Cum buckets.
Like,
Cum buckets.
like, come on, like.
Term I've ever coined.
But what I mean, what else would you call like what they catching? I mean, they ain't catching coins because I mean, you always hear them on TMZ talking about they going broke or some getting took back or you know.
Paying attention to these people.
I mean, but no, I'm just saying. So like, and even if she ain't in the same, so even if she just going around the whole internet crew, like at some.
Why do guys automatically assume that when you see a woman with a man that she's sleeping with them?
Because there's a 99.9% chance that if you see me out with it, bro,
that don't mean
shit.
I'm just.
Let me tell you something. We make that decision. We decide. Because I can tell you, right, I done met a lot of motherfuckers.
Went on a lot of dates.
And none of the motherfuckers done hit.
Amen.
I mean, they might have. I don't give a fuck what. Let me tell you something.
Right, but you, but
whatever they want to do, baby, I make that decision.
So you could, a woman could have a whole roster of men
and
they talk to.
Ain't hit.
Literally, they can have a whole roster of dudes that they talk to frequently. Right, I can talk to 6 niggas in a day.
Okay,
that don't mean I'm sleeping
for
with
months,
every one of
for
them.
years. For years.
Okay, y'all, you started this and asked, why do men? So that is, I'm trying to tell y'all why. So y'all defense, it is what it is.
So
no, it's not what it is.
No. He's saying they feel like that because of like what we constantly say about ourselves. Like we saying we think people think the way that they do because we're trying to project the way we think on those people. So he's saying that men feel like that because this is what men like.
Can you put that picture back up?
Me, goddamn it, you would be fucking me. I need y'all to normalize understanding.
I just want you to see something real quick.
That's fine. That's
not
fine.
Every nigga
you asked a simple question. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Do she look like she's not having sex with any of these cats?
No.
This is only 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right.
You're not showing Trey.
But what I'm saying is
the whole. It was a whole list.
What I'm saying is it was like 15, like 20 dudes.
Yes.
But what I'm saying is you look at the situation. These aren't relations. So I have a bunch of female friends. Like I really have if I meet a woman, right, and we get to a point where I can tell it's not gonna work, and we'll be better friends. Then our friend zone. I don't care how beautiful you are, like it, because I would rather have you.
You're in the friend zone.
I would rather have you as a friend than jeopardize breaking it, and now we got bitter energy, and I don't like that. Hold on. So in that situation, she's not in these relationships as in friends. These are relationships that you see that they're interacting like there's romance or some type of energy that's being exchanged that's physical. So that's why when men are looking at her with these men, they assuming because in the situation it's in, it looks like there's some physical activity going on.
I get you on that. Mm-hmm. And so I want to put this disclaimer out there. Y'all know I'm ignorant. Look, that's why I don't be doing all that selfies and shit. That's why you need to sit over there. Don't be trying to sit all up under me and shit. Cause I don't want nobody to think we fucking, okay? We just friends.
That's facts though.
I mean, I'm just saying.
That's facts.
This is why when these motherfuckers be trying and it ain't shit happening.
But you put them boundaries up from Jump Street,
and
right?
they be like, baby, let's take a selfie. They won't do all this shit. We ain't doing all this shit. This is why.
So you're telling me
Stay your
that
ass over
the
there.
men-
We need the square table.
But remember, she did say a lot of these men she meeting are sensitive niggas that want to take selfies. Like she's bumping into
a picture. There's a 99.9% chance that it was your idea.
Shit. Me? No.
Man, all I can say
remember,
Me?
she's meeting these Ralph Tresevants.
No. Absolutely not.
So you like.
Okay.
Remember, I was raised with boys. They always say I'm one of the guys. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I'm not doing
but what
all
she
that.
said,
unless we fucking around, like
that's facts. Like, I mean, like if we cool, you know, like I take pictures with my friends all the time, but we talking about strictly platonic friends, like
or first daters. Or
but when you friends, you can look at a picture that friends take and tell that's a friend's taking picture. We talking about the pictures she got with these dudes don't look like they just friends.
They were laying down with their feet in a bed. Like, you get what I'm saying? So this is why people feel like they feel about her.
Yeah, and who posted that shit? She did?
No, I think he did.
See, no,
he might not want them sensitive motherfuckers. Why
he is. Look at who you talking about.
He is, but that matters not.
That's why I tell you,
he posted it, but I'm sure she fed into it. Like, when she might have
fed into it that night. She might have been drinking.
Nikki, we not talking about two dudes though. We talking about a lot. We have only mentioned a few. There's a laundry list of dudes.
Ladies, note to self. And that's my last topic. This evolution of cheating. Note to self. Just no pictures. Let me see.
Who picture?
Fine. Look.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Not best friends.
Yes, they can.
First of all.
Can a guy
yes, they
be
can.
best friend?
Yes, they can.
Oh, yeah, because she's not going to. But listen.
He may not want to.
Who?
No.
You never want to smash your best friend?
Hell no.
No, I got best friends. I won't smash that female. They
My
beautiful.
best friend name is Michelle Street. And we have been friends since, God damn it, if my memory can go that far. You feel me? And no, I have never, ever, ever, and never would I. God would have to come down himself in the flesh and say, Mike, I'm going to need you to hit that. And then he going to have to put me in there because I'm going to be fighting. I'm like, nah, bro, that's my sister.
So here's my thing with the best friend.
But not even if she's sister, even if we just strictly platonic friends, I don't have to sleep with my friends.
No, not your friends. We talking best friends.
Yeah,
best friends. No, we as men don't. Okay, so I have best friend females.
Yeah.
I don't want to sleep with none of them. Like,
exactly.
I'm too afraid of jeopardizing the bond that
having a male best friend?
I don't.
If she had him when I met her.
Okay.
Ain't no new shit.
Then he's there.
Yeah, you ain't coming up with no new best friends.
No new friends.
Yeah, no new friends.
So can we unpack what best friend means? Okay. When you're in a relationship.
Okay.
So for me,
confident.
My best friend. Hold on. My best friend, I tell everything.
Yeah.
Everything. There are no limitations on our friendship. Right. Okay. So if I have a male best friend, that means I'm sharing intimate thoughts, feelings, details with that man, and I have a man.
Yeah, he know how I'm stroking you. I'm alright with that. He should be upset that you telling him. Shit, if anything, if he your best friend,
I wouldn't even say be upset that you telling him.
Just be like, hey, you don't have to tell me all that. It's too much. I don't want to know.
That's not what I'm talking about. But
I don't want to know.
that's not what I'm talking about. But
You tell him everything.
Here's the thing with that, though, right? Because I have had a man who had no fucking friends, right? So when I'm telling him about shit bothering me, he don't fucking understand because he's only working off his own fucking understanding.
I've kind of gotten to that point in life.
But
right
you
there.
have to have somebody, just like when we talk and I'm like, you tripping. Somebody has to be that one to say, you tripping. And if you don't have anybody to tell you tripping, then you tell yourself shit, right? And sometimes, even though guys have male best friends, they don't understand that shit from a female perspective. I'm okay with you having a female best friend, but there are motherfucking limits to this shit.
Hey, I seen something today that said you are a percentage of your five closest friends.
For real.
That's
seriously.
Yeah.
Because you know that, and it's all it's in the Bible. Now I ain't gonna quote it exactly, but you cannot. And I've been drinking liquor, cooking and shit. But you can't be your own counsel, right? A foolish man is his own fucking counsel, right? If you the only one telling yourself shit, of course you right, nigga. You telling yourself this shit, right? Ain't nobody that
Of
you.
course
Of
you right.
course this shit
I
is right
completely
every
agree.
time. But when you have somebody that's saying, and I would prefer my man to have a female friend to tell your ass from my perspective. Because men don't always understand that shit from our perspective. Now, if he got some sisters, that's one thing. But if he ain't got no sisters, and then sometimes they don't want to put family into y'all business, and I appreciate that shit. But somebody gotta be the sounding board for me that you trust. You see what I'm saying?
So I guess for me, from the man's perspective, like in my mind, if your woman is sharing intimate, what if she's telling him things she's not telling you?
What women do that shit anyway?
Right. Here's the thing.
And that's okay.
Hold on. Really this. How would I know?
You wouldn't know.
He's not
And
going to
some of that
come
shit
tell
I
me,
might not wanna
hey,
know.
she said this, that, and the third.
And if he do,
ain't
is
gonna
he
tell
your?
me.
I
will never know. I
You'll never know.
cannot be worried about the shit that
The
I
unknown.
I don't know how hot the sun is. Do you think I want to go up there and touch that bitch?
So I'm gonna say, just like y'all said, you must be the exception, not the because I ain't never heard a man say I'm okay
Men
with my
don't trust
woman
women.
Like, listen,
having a male
if
best friend.
I made the one
disclaimer.
disclaimer. That nigga had to be there before I got there.
Yeah,
Whether he was there before or not.
No, that's the only exception for me.
Why he can't come in the middle of the race?
No.
Because niggas that come into a situation
Typically got ulterior
if they ain't a
motives.
fruitcake.
They got ulterior motives.
That nigga just waiting on an opportunity. He can be your most platonic.
But no,
Listen,
they
I'm
could
trying
have
to tell you.
actually
If the
sparked
nigga
a
won't there
genuine.
first, from day motherfucking one, day zero, he better been there. So you talk to him the night before you start talking because he's already established in your life. I'm gonna meet this dude as your man. Now,
Like y'all have track record.
You still gonna meet him as my man.
It doesn't make a difference.
Let me
it
make
does.
this
Why
disclaimer,
does
y'all.
it?
I know I'm
makes
kind of
sense.
directing shit to Mike, but me and Mike don't fuck around. But I'm just, because I'm like, he's still gonna introduce you as my man. You know, people feed into shit. Anyway, you will still meet him. Like, he will still meet you as the man. But she just so happened to meet this nigga.
But you,
Do you want to smash every woman you meet? No. Okay then. So why if I, as your woman, meet a man, he don't necessarily.
but how does he come best? Hold on, hold on. How does he become your best friend?
When you got a man?
No. How does he get enough
I
time?
don't get the difference.
How does he get enough time with you to become a best friend after?
Work.
No.
Work.
You talking about a work husband. Well, if you need a work husband, work and go to that husband. Don't come home to me. Shit. Work and go home to
I always
us.
joke the whole work husband thing. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, nigga, go ahead. You can buy her lunch.
Nah.
Y'all can sit there and talk.
Nah, none of that.
5-minute break, y'all.
Fuck all
That's
that.
why we
Fuck all that.
motherfuckers at work. And we become friends with.
Y'all some kind of
We
term.
become our best friends and shit at work.
Okay.
Okay, let's get to bitter Betty.
Bitter baddies.
Was she created? Or is this a genetic thing? Is she just
Who is
fed the fuck up? What do y'all y'all think about?
I've never heard that term.
Betty? We never heard of Betty.
Come on, brother.
I guess because my grandma named Betty, so I wish a nigga would say some shit like that. I beat his ass, so like nah,
so
you know.
Betty
But I
understand
what you said, but
she bitter than a motherfucker. Like you meet her and she like, what the fuck you want?
Shit.
Yes.
It ain't nothing he could do. That he could build a skyscraper from 2 grains of sand. This nigga ain't shit. That's all you gonna hear. That's a bitter Betty.
You think she was created from her experiences? Or do you think she was created? It could be some genetic shit.
I mean, it's not.
If mama is angry at man,
or it could be her character. Some people are just bitter just because.
I think that in that case, if it's not directly in response to what she's already endured herself, it's based on what she saw her mom, grandmother, aunts, and maybe friends. So now she views it that
like,
way.
and I'm gonna say a joke, but like Viola Davis looked like she would be a bitter Betty, you know. Just she just looked like she would be a bitter Betty, right? Like she like that's how. So that's what I'm pitching. But I'm also looking at the point like. I mean, most women that have that type of jadedness towards life, I mean, it's every experience they've had, they've just never been able to find the light in it. I mean, when you look at some men can't see the light. I mean, like, look, okay, so through this little winter storm, right?
Yeah.
Man, I did more driving through this winter storm than I do any other time, right? I got 4x4, my Navy. Like, man, I was in these streets, man. Like, you couldn't tell me nothing, right?
Right.
All I kept saying on Facebook was how I ain't got no water, I ain't got this. Like, nigga, you living. Like, you better go melt some of that man-made snow and drink this shit. Act like you know what's going on. Like, you have, like, and so... People are bitter just because they can't find a light through the darkness. Like, not even a glimpse of it. Like, not even at the end of the tunnel. Like, they don't see that little flicker down there. They don't, so they bitter.
I will also say this. Go ahead, Keisha. Go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead, because I might be feeding them.
I was just going to also say this. Some women are just tired.
Yeah, see, that's why we free. I swear to God, that's what I was going to say.
Tired of what?
The bullshit.
The bullshit.
So let me ask you this then. So if you 40, you 45. Let's say, I'm just going to throw a number out there. That combined, y'all been with 20 different men.
Okay.
And every time, it's always a fucked up dude. He fucked up in some kind of way. Okay. Don't that say more about you and your choice in men than the men you meet?
Oh, no,
hold on.
Oh, no, sir.
No.
Why not?
Sir.
Because, number one, every dude ain't the same type of fucking dude, right? Because listen, one thing about me, and my friend is the same, we critique ourselves more than anything, right? And so, that is a typical, right, response. You choosing the wrong type of nigga, right? That's a typical response. I have made sure I am not choosing same type of nigga. Listen, again, I got 3-4 brothers. And they talk to me, right? And so I have made my purpose to say, maybe I am choosing the wrong type of nigga. Let's try this nigga. Let's try the Russell Wilson. The one, the lame motherfucker, right? The nigga that's like, he's not going to do this shit. And lo and behold, this nigga on that same shit.
And let me say this. If we have dated 20 men between us, she and I are very different.
Very different.
We are very different. We are friends. We think the same about some things, but we are very different in dating.
Same shit.
So if those 20 niggas didn't work out, you can't say it was us. We different. We move different.
No. I was just using a number just to give a number.
But I get it. I'm not focusing on it.
I wasn't saying the same 20 guys are
done. No, I know that. But what I'm saying is, if I had my 10 and she had her 10, my 10 was fucked up, her 10 was fucked up. We moved different in that shit, right? Very different. And let me say this. I have moved different from my different. Okay?
Yeah.
When I said, okay, Keisha, maybe what you've been doing ain't working. Right? For whatever reason. So let me try to be different. And that shit didn't work.
So then, like all I keep hearing is, something wrong with you.
That's what you choose to hear.
Like, listen, like if you telling me that you had these 10 guys from 10 different walks of life and you done tried to assimilate or whatever to each one of these 10 different dudes and every last one of them, it don't work out.
But
because
what if the scenario, 10 different dudes, different walks of life, but the scenario is the same.
The end result is the same.
Not even just the end result. The move, the way all 10 of these motherfuckers from different walks of life move is the same.
Then y'all need to stop picking up dudes in the frozen food aisle at Kroger because I don't know what else. Like this, it doesn't make sense to tell me that.
That's because it's not your. You're thinking from your experience, from your own mind.
Yeah.
We're telling you from what we've gone through. I have 4 best friends.
Shay, where you at?
I have 4 best friends.
Please.
We are all different. We all move different.
Right.
Everybody going through the same bullshit. And let me tell you why. Because there are other women who have made it okay for a nigga to give you half ass.
Not
and keep
even
it
half ass.
Right. A fraction of what they should be. We are women who require shit.
Again, I was raised with 4 boys and my daddy and uncles.
I wasn't. And I still require shit because I love me. I have an expectation of how I have an expectation to be treated how I'm gonna treat you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? So if that's not happening, that's not me. And baby,
so let me ask this question.
It ain't me.
So I have women, they get mad at me, right? Because like if I do anything, if I do something like if I go to Papa Do's, I'm gonna spend about $130, $140. Even if I'm by myself, like I can do that. Like I can cover that, right? So why is it when a woman will be in a situation where a man is willing to go do this or something in that nature, like she'll want to dine on his dime at his expense, but in return she'll take this nigga to Popeyes, right?
Okay.
So like like for me, a woman has to be like, I can take care of me, just like you said. Like you got expenses, like you got needs, you got a value to yourself that you feel needs to be met. As men, like we do too, right? So that's why, like, if a man take if a man take you to Benihana's, Papa Do's, like Steak 48, Roof Chris, Del Frisco, like any of this place, like, don't you think the reason why he may be expecting something more is because maybe he understands that you can't offer to take him back to that certain type of experience?
Well,
what's the something more?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Something like fuck, like wants to pussy or something.
So,
go ahead. I'm this your show.
No, I'm saying like in a sense of like I know what I can afford for me.
So
Look, bro, I'm gonna say it like this here. If I'm married.
Mm-hmm.
My wife can go wherever the fuck she want to go
right.
for dinner, for whatever. But if I'm dating and I'm taking a young lady out or old lady, because I'm old. But if I'm doing that and like that don't transcend into I'm getting some pussy tonight. I know niggas say date is dick at the end. I know that's the little acronym and it's a funny thing, but in reality, bro,
I never knew that. Stop, bro. You want to stop?
Are you serious?
I never knew that.
Hey,
I swear to God.
For real, like, come on, man.
Especially when you
I think that's dudes who are not used to getting pussy.
No, not necessarily the pussy part.
But I think it goes back to the root cause, right? So he's talking about going out to eat and
just because
like I can no. I'm saying I can afford me.
Right.
Most women when they take you out, they gonna take you out on their dime.
They say most
women and on their dime. So I'll say this for me. I'm a finance. I got my master's in finance, baby. I'm about money, right? I ain't going to spend all that money on a motherfucking meal. I don't eat that much.
I swear to God.
I wish the fuck. Now let me tell you something. When I get ready to do it, if that's what I want to do, I'm gonna go do that shit. But me, that shit don't impress me. So when I'm dating,
not about the
when
impressing.
I'm dating a dude and this motherfucker talking about, baby, I want to take you. I'm one of them. I'm gonna be honest. I can't really build a future with you because you waste money.
So, but why would you?
Because I'm about saving money. I'm about motherfucking building. Exactly. I'm about investing. I'm about putting that shit in our house.
But you're 45 also, so that's not the average.
$130 every other day on a motherfucking meal for.
But you shouldn't have the expectation that she should do for you what you do for you.
No. What I want her to do is just be able to do what you do for you on my dime as well. So don't overindulge on my dime just because I'm paying.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. But most women won't do that. Most women won't dine on.
Hold on.
Money on you.
Yeah.
And because I'm gonna say this. Even if I'm gonna spend money on my man, I promise you it ain't gonna be at Papa Dough.
I just use Papa Do's as I just use Papa Do's as a scenario, like not the.
No, I'm not. That to me, that's a waste of fucking money. To be honest, that's a waste of money.
So I disagree a little bit. I mean, everybody has what
everybody got their shit,
right? So I'm not gonna go do that all the time, but I don't see a problem with every now and again going out and spending some money
every now and again,
right? Exactly.
But I just don't. Nice. I don't do that for me. That's my whole thing. I don't just like you say. You do that for you.
I got it. I can do that if I want. I mean,
I like every now and then. I'm like,
no, I got you.
I just don't. It's just like what's that motherfucking restaurant, the steak place where it's all you can eat shit for $50 a plate. Yeah, I'm good on that shit.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm gonna do it.
I like that. The lamb, they lamb go hard. If you ever do go, the lamb go hard. But I don't eat pork. When I went, boy,
I no nigga to take me there just because, nigga, that's a waste of money. We can go over here. Now we can go to Papa Dough. Now my meal might be $30 at Papa Dough. You know what I mean? But I'm not finna. I'm just not wasteful. You ain't gotta go spend that motherfucker.
But what you find wasteful, other people don't though. What you find wasteful, other people don't.
Yeah.
Like,
but if I'm gonna be in a relationship with a dude, I don't want you.
But that's what you call wasteful. So what if he been doing it? But hold on, what if he got his house, his job, his 2 cars, all his bills paid, and he eats whatever.
Listen,
but what
I
if
love
this
to travel? So I'm like, baby, we put that motherfucking money.
But you saying he can't do? What if he can still do that?
He can't do it. It's not saying that he can't do it.
But why should he not do what he? You see what I'm saying? Like,
I don't disagree with that.
Yeah, and
I mean,
because, I get you in finance. I hear you on that.
This shit.
But what if
on a meal? Every now and then, cool. But on the meal that we finna shit out.
But let's say he feels like it's wasteful for you to spend $130.
What would you spend?
Now that would be a problem. But
I'm done.
That would be a problem. But at least I can run these motherfuckers for a couple of years.
Hold on.
I can see some shit.
Okay.
For a motherfucking meal that we finna literally shit out.
But what I'm trying to get you to see
but you putting value on what you want value on.
Exactly.
That meal may be what he put.
He might not want them gym shoes. He just wears some.
He may be a foodie. I'm a foodie, so I drove from here to VA just because I just on a whim, like, man, I just remember a meal I had and I was like, I want to go. I drove to Atlanta just to go. I went to Atlanta just to go to Gladys Night spot. Just because I wanted to. And hold on. Now look, I done bounced on her. She said she like to travel. We traveling and eating. So now what?
That part. But it's not even
we're taking foodcations, not just vacations. Not just vacations. We're going to take a foodcation.
That part. But what I'm saying is, we using food as that's his thing, and shoes is your thing. But it could be anything. Like he said.
I can't see myself spending that much on shoes. Like honestly, I'd rather go to the outlet and buy me 4 pair of shoes for that price. The hell you mean? And then drive to Oklahoma, eat all you can eat buffet catfish, and smile on the way back. Rub my stomach like shit. Boy, I
feel good. You make a great point.
Oh, Oklahoma got an outlet too.
I was engaged twice. Second time. We had different values. So you're right? In my mind, if you're going to spend that money, it needs to be something tangible, something that you can see, something that you can vouch for, right? Not food. And I probably do respect more if you like, because like I like technical gadgets and shit. So it's like, okay, let me spend that money on a motherfucking iPhone. I would be okay with that. I just, my problem, because I'm not a foodie, I'm just like, nigga.
But that doesn't make it, I mean, I guess for you, but it doesn't.
But what? It's not wasteful.
Make or break. Because that doesn't mean
no, it could be make or break for you because you have your boundaries. So I'm not. Let's remove the
where you have to take them to a fancy restaurant.
Well, them the women I blow out fast.
Not just going to eat.
Wait, hold on.
Shit. We can't go to Chili's.
Well, I take them and go. I take them and go Dutch. Like real talk. Like I go Dutch. Like I'm Dutch off the rip. Like as long as we dating. Ain't no sex involved. We Dutch. I'm not finna do that because I don't want to set no expectation that I have to come to a place with you that I don't want you to feel like I'm buying you, and I don't want to feel like I'm buying you. So we both work out. You know. Now, if it's a situation where I say, hey, you know, can I take you out? No, I don't expect you to pay. But if you like, hey, babe, let's you paying for your own shit. You can believe that. I ain't doing it.
We're gonna take a quick break. We're going to refill these drinks, and we'll be right back with our next topic.
The babysitter.
Hey.
Evolution.
It's on us to stop sexual assault.
To get in the way before it happens.
To get a friend home safe. To not blame the victim.
It's on us.
To look out for each other.
To not look the other way.
It's on us to stand up.
To step in.
To take responsibility. It's on us. All of us to stop sexual assault. Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Hi, I'm El Renfro Folk, and welcome to Life is Potpourri the podcast. This podcast is designed to bring awareness to issues we survive and empower our listeners to thrive. No matter what comes our way, we must live, laugh, and love to the fullest. Like the days we encounter, potpourri comes in many colors. But just like life, it's fragrant in the end. Please tune in on Saturdays and remember, this is the place where we empower survivors.
Introducing Zelle. We've partnered with Zelle to allow you to send and request money, or even split an expense, all from our mobile banking app. Here's how it works. Select Send, Request, or Split. Pick a person, and turn them out. That's it. You're done. Zelle. This is how money moves.
Eyewitness News begins with breaking news.
Well, on the heels of Fringe Quarter Fest moving to the fall, it looks like Jazz Fest will follow suit. Eyewitness News has confirmed that Jazz Fest will be in October. The fest will be the weekends of October 8th through the 10th and October 15th through the 17th. Optic Magazine first reported that news, and WWL-TV was able to confirm it. A formal announcement is expected next week. Now, just today, Fringe Quarter Fest made it official. They will move to September 30th through October 3rd.
Nine times out of 10, they're in a relationship. They got a nigga like Tyrone got his old lady mad at him because his old lady calling him. I mean, because, you know, Bitter Betty called him to come get goddamn me Johnny.
I got to start talking about Jealous Johnny.
So Jealous Johnny hop out the bushes and Bitter Betty put a boiling rabbit on your stove.
You can't go nowhere. You can't do nothing. You can't move.
You always
Why you doing that?
Yeah.
I can't.
Bitter Betty putting that sugar in your tank.
Woo! But, okay, so I will say... See, that's the other part of it, right? Because I would say Bitter Betty is worse because of the emotions. However, it's a lot of emotional
and
fucking
if he
men
jealous
these
Johnny,
days.
he's emotional. So
that
nigga in the tree camping out right now with a sniper rifle.
Where you been?
I think
it's never with a nigga like that. It's never where you been in question. It's where you been. Like you better answer right.
Like
where the fuck you been? Yeah, it's like got the smirk. Like he
already know.
Yeah, you just don't know. I got your car GPS.
He got that look in his face like life you want to.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
I don't know. Okay, evolution of cheating. right? So we know our grandpapas and shit, them motherfuckers had a whole nother fucking family they was taking care of. And back in the day, what they call them? Shirley,
Barbara and Shirley.
Hey, Barbara and Shirley.
I'm coming to you as a woman and shit.
I'm coming to you as a woman. So, because they had the landline phones, motherfuckers coming to the house. Now we got cell phones, we got fucking
technological advances.
Oh, I thought you were saying the evolution of cheating was like women doing it now, like just at a rate where.
What's that, Don? Huh? Okay, come on.
Yeah, I thought. Oh, okay.
1991, you met your love at your best friend apartment. 2021, he has his own. He is on the side apartment and as a tax write-off. No bullshit, like for real. Like y'all think about Kirk. Kirk had that apartment for the studio and shit. Okay,
I got an uncle.
Oh, from Love and Hip Hop. Talking about
Rashida. He had a fucking apartment and shit where he was taking the chicks to, and that was a tax write-off, basically, right? Because that was regarding the studio and the business.
But I mean. Wow. I just like the fact that when she had her key, like, I mean, to me, once she got her key, like, it was a wash at that point. Like, you see what the real use for it was.
Yeah.
I mean, as a man,
look, 1991, we wrote love letters and he had a P.O. box. 2021, he or she now has an alias email address. And then not to mention meeting online, right? From the last... They meeting online nowadays.
Y'all motherfuckers putting effort into this shit.
Yeah,
I mean, but
this is the evolution of cheating.
But
I want to see what the next one's gonna be because
This is how things have evolved, baby. 1991, they used to use a payphone in another neighborhood. Although we had a payphone that was a couple blocks away, and we knew the number.
No, actually, the evolution now is it's Google. Actually, the evolution is Google Voice now. Yeah. Google Voice.
He has a burner phone.
Don't need burner phones no more.
WhatsApp, Google Voice. Oh, they got a plethora of apps and shit out there.
You can just switch SIM cards too.
I use them. What was the next one? The other one I just got to pay for.
Y'all terrible.
Yeah. 1991. Your pager works great because you tell her you at the gym. 2021, you take phone to gym and leave it because of tracking system. Yes.
So gonna leave his phone at the gym. These niggas is doing the most.
Like, I'm not gonna do all that.
You track my phone. Go for it. Go for it.
I'm with you on
You know where I'm gonna be anyway because I'm telling you.
You need to know what.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be nowhere.
I'm telling you where I'm going.
Who has that kind of energy, baby?
But
I don't have that kind of energy.
Like, I think this age bracket, they're still like in 1991. We was what 16. I was 16 in 91. 17. So if we was doing the foolish shit then, we was teenagers. Yeah. So I think what they're saying is them same age bracket in 2021. They just they got more.
No.
They ain't talking about the 45-year-old. Come on,
oh,
bro.
we know some, baby. Yes, they do.
I don't know how. Okay, I don't want to sound like I'm being judgmental, but men, y'all can do this shit till doomsday. I'm not saying all men. And I'm not saying that some women can't. These motherfucking games and shit. I don't have
you know
time.
This man. Like, women are not stupid. We grown as hell, right? So we know certain patterns that you do as an individual. Like something will tell us you either in a relationship, you married, something, right? And you will lie. Why the hell are you calling me on WhatsApp and you got my phone number? That don't make no sense.
I just found out what WhatsApp and all this stuff was. I just, so I'm new to all. But again, I've been single, so, like, I'm not going through none of this.
Every time I talk to you, nigga.
You in the car.
That's
all I'm trying to say.
You somewhere, but you ain't at home. Never.
I mean, but hold on, women just as bad, because I was just at Wings and Things yesterday, and I met this little chick, and she was natural, right? Now, I'm pretty sure she probably didn't feel like she was at her best, but to me, she was beautiful. So, I told her that. I was like, "You look very beautiful." She was just like, thinking. I was like, and I want you to understand, it's not just I'm just looking at your physical. It's just your energy just speaks volumes, and the fact that you're as comfortable that you can, come outside and just have your swag and your energy still speak and echo the way it do. And so I asked, "Are you single?" She said, "Yeah, we exchanged numbers." And I was like, "Cool." And, she said she was single, you know, so I reached out to her. I don't think she's single. I would say that much. She reached out to me, one text message, and I ain't heard.
Yeah, that's it.
And,
now, hold on.
And like when I called her today, I said, what's going on, Queen? Click. So she can't be single.
Okay, no. I was about to take her for.
Yeah, she can't be single.
We can be busy.
Nah.
And I know it's been several times I done responded to text messages in my head and not on the phone and be like, oh, damn, I ain't responding. Right. However, like a motherfucker, okay, you talk to a motherfucker all the way home and they never get out of the car to go in the house. Like, niggas, why do y'all think we don't know what the fuck that means? Like, you're not just gonna, I didn't want to disconnect the call. Get the fuck out of here.
And now I'm lame because I was gonna say maybe he just didn't want to disconnect the call.
Come on, man, come on.
Like, I'm just trying to figure out why the fuck.
Why would you disconnect the call? You just getting out
the car. Like, that don't even make sense.
The call. In the car before you get to the fucking house, right? Be like, hey, let me call you back. Give me any motherfucking thing.
I just don't.
My motherfucking son called on another line. Let me call you right back. Get off the fucking phone, but don't sit your ass in the car and talk for 30 minutes and then say, all right, well, let me go and get in this house. And like, I don't know what the fuck that means.
Now, if it was like 1 or 2 times, okay. But if it's all the time, then yes. Because, I mean, I might be on the phone while I'm driving, and you get in the garage and you just still talking. I ain't got out the car yet.
Yeah, but then you gonna get your ass up and go in the house before you get off the phone. Yeah. You're not gonna be like, well, let me go and get in this house. I'm gonna talk to you tomorrow. I'm tired.
Every time.
I'm gonna talk to you tomorrow.
So ain't nobody just straight up. That's what y'all tell me.
Yeah. 1991. Okay. Use the family reunion live. They go out of town and meet the lover. In 2021, the lover goes to the family reunion as a second or third cousin.
Don't show up talking about I'm lucky.
Yeah, somebody finna get shot.
Somebody gonna get hurt.
You gonna get your
that's
play
way.
The reindeer game.
Look,
that's disrespectful.
My grandparents cheated on each other and both had outside kids. See, that's. And then you find out. So back then they found out like when the motherfuckers.
They found out at the funeral. No, they found out at the funeral.
Child support papers come up.
Shit, they found out at the funeral. Shit, now all them other extra kids and shit showing up mad because they wasn't in the obituary. Shit.
Listen. Okay, this is important.
Oh Lord.
1991, he wouldn't eat pussy under no circumstances.
16, hell no.
2021, that's all they want to do is eat your pussy. That's
hey man,
what does that have to do with cheating?
If you got a woman, niggas do that shit. I just want to eat your pussy. That's the underplay for the overplay. Oh yeah. I just want to eat your pussy.
Underplay for the overplay.
Yeah.
Because if I come to eat that motherfucker, I'm gonna beat that motherfucker.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I'm not finna.
So while you in that orgasmic bliss. That motherfucking next thing you know, wait a minute, hold on.
It was a post I want to say it was in our group not too long ago about there's niggas out here who just do that.
It is.
They will pull up, slurp your ass to the orgasm and then leave.
Yeah, and that's, okay, so that's a red flag. Listen, that's a red flag. That motherfucker is he ain't got the surgery yet.
She said he ain't got the surgery yet.
Or he impotent.
Should I say she ain't got the surgery yet to get that in?
She trying to become a dude. Yeah,
Or he's short.
Or he's
Sister
impotent.
lies and says he is over her house, but he step out. The sister is the girlfriend now when you call her house.
See what I'm saying?
See, people,
this is my little sister.
People type shit. Cause she gonna
that's the type of shit. That's the type of shit
he gonna
make you
everybody.
Yeah, I ain't gonna know nothing about none of this shit.
You definitely. I mean, cause if you plan on fucking with this person, she's gonna find out that that's not your sister or that's not your cousin. Be at the house and be like,
I thought they were saying that you fucking the sister.
I thought they were saying it actually be the sister.
Yeah.
That's fucking your dude.
Bring that back up,
your sister.
The sister lies and says she's over the house, but he step out. The sister is the girlfriend. See what I'm saying?
So back in the 90s, my sister would cover for me.
Right.
Yeah.
Or at least, yes. Your sister
now today,
your so-called sister is the chick
that I'm actually smashing.
Okay.
So, okay. Yeah, no.
It's like, well, I mean, that's been what it was. Like, that's my sister type shit.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Women got that shit bad. Like, if anything, shit, that's my brother. That ain't your damn brother or your cousin.
They still try to pull this bullshit. He goes to bed early and snores all night and can't sleep. 2021, he can't sleep at all and watches you as you sleep. Or the motherfucker want to go for a run or a ride. Or,
but let
me tell you something.
Is it just me or?
Talk about good night, nigga.
What? Hold on. Is it just me or?
You trying to make sure all calls.
It seemed like the last 8 months I've normally been in the bed by 8:30, 9 o'clock. Did it seem like the days?
I ain't buying that bullshit. I am not buying it.
I'm 45 years old and I get up at 4:30 a.m. daily. Nigga, if you catch me after 9 o'clock,
that's what I'm saying. 8:39, like 9 out of 10.
I'm gonna be honest.
I'm laying in the bed. I'm waiting for Django to watch me go to sleep. Shit, every night.
I'm gonna be honest. A motherfucker text me about 8:30. Talk about good night. I'm going to sleep. Okay, the bitch on the way. All right.
Really?
Yes.
See, then you just got mad. Hold on, see how you just generalized that thought process? But earlier when I said when a dude see a chick with a bunch of dudes, we think that way and y'all was against it. Now you telling me, see, that double standard shit, man.
Who the fuck going to sleep at 8:30?
Like, niggas go to bed early shit. Like, real early shit.
Man, look, if I get in the crib at 6:30, then my family know, hey, if you hear... Dad ain't getting back up.
Man.
Listen, I ain't even gonna. I be asleep.
My son know by 7:30. Look, your bedtime 10:30. Don't let me get up at 11:30. Look, don't let me get up 11:30, 11:45. Go do one of these mini pisses throughout the night that I'm asleep and see your ass still up. I'm gonna get your ass. Yeah, I'm just gonna get on your ass.
I'm just saying, like that right there. Now, I guess it would also depend on the age and the demographic of the man.
And typical habits.
Yeah,
if I know your ass, nigga, you be texting me at 1 o'clock in the morning. Now today, you're going to bed.
See, that's a big differential. But you gonna know.
But everybody, we've been in quarantine for the last 9 months, so niggas been in bed. Really? Shit. Now, 2:30, 3 o'clock, I'm up wide awake. In the morning, I'm playing phone game. I'm ranting on Facebook. Shit, I'm Instagram scrolling. Yeah, 5:30 come, I'm back in a coma. My alarm go off at 7 o'clock.
There used to be, so I grew up on 81st and Ada. On 81st and Racine, there was a payphone.
Because I used to be on 82nd and Ada.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay. So there was a payphone.
Y'all talking about Chicago?
81st. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was a payphone on 81st and Racine. We memorized the fucking number to that shit. And when we would meet niggas, we would give them that number.
So they could call.
That was our number. Like, that was our house number. And we had a pager. And so we used to say, that's how we kind of, that's what we did. Motherfuckers, that was our house number.
But see, like he said, though, that was back when you were young. Like, ain't nobody doing that.
You touch a payphone nowadays, you gonna get TB like a motherfucker.
You cheat. Motherfucker is taking a picture of your ass. Nigga, girl, there go your man. What a bitch. Motherfuckers is pocket dialing folks. Sending text messages to the wrong people.
Number.
Ooh, I'm notorious for that. And look, because you be in the thread, like I didn't text you, and you think you texting that same person, and I will text your ass and be like, hey, you like, I ain't just see you yesterday.
Look, I hit you back with the, hey.
Right.
I have never done that. I have never
accidentally texted. No. I'm not saying I do it in a cheating way. I'm just saying like I'm notorious for
not
the wrong person.
Not in cheating. Let me say that. Not in cheating. I have
you just did it on purpose. It made him feel like it was an accident. Oh, nigga, I didn't know that was you.
I'd be like,
Antoine.
No, she doesn't.
She sent it to Antoine.
That's
not Anthony. No, that's two different niggas.
Absolutely. Hold on,
motherfucker. That's all she said. She just be cheating. Y'all caught that, right? Uh-huh.
No, I'm just thorough with my shit.
Stupid.
No, but I have had a fear of doing this shit. Because even when I text each, I be like, "Ooh, shit! I thought I sent that to the wrong person." Especially
because you be moving too fast.
Moving too fast.
My phone is notorious. That motherfucker. But I know I put your number in that bitch, and it'll send a message to her. My brother be like, did you mean to tell me that?
See.
What did I tell you? Go back. Nope, that was supposed to go to the wife. Bread and chicken wings. What else am I supposed to? You know what I'm saying? Stupid shit. So yeah, no.
Well, I know you don't be asleep at 8:30. Don't nobody go to sleep at 8:30.
No. Your ass don't go to sleep at 8:30.
I'm like a motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. Last night I got 10 hours of sleep though, because at about 10 o'clock I was like, look, it's a wrap. I'm tired.
At 10, I was getting up to go pee again at 10. I took my second piss for the night.
And she felt like you could text me and I'd be like, girl, and 3 minutes later. Swear to God.
Now I'm good for that one too.
Swear to God.
So with the evolution of cheating, so men used to have a whole nother family. They would be taking care of these two families. Y'all seen Fences?
I knew you was finna bring that up.
That motherfucker said.
That's the Denzel movie, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, I called the
party. Basically, he told her, so on Tuesdays, this way I'm going to be. What the fuck?
Who he told that to?
His wife.
Viola Davis.
He told it to his wife.
That's who played his wife, right?
He had a woman on the side, and he told his wife, "I'm going to be with her on Tuesday."
And
so the other 6 days, he was still at the house, but on Tuesdays.
On Tuesdays, this is where I'm gonna be.
And then brought the baby.
Yes, because the wife, the
girlfriend died
having birth.
So that's who the little boy was?
Yes.
So the little boy wasn't him and Viola, baby?
No.
God damn. Oh, that's why that nigga said you act like you don't love me. Oh, that nigga had him. Boy, that man, you talk about fucking up a nigga whole child.
No. That was their son. You talking about that? That was their son.
He
had a baby.
Baby.
With the girl.
And Viola raised that baby, right? Mm-hmm. He brought that baby home because
you know what though? So I gotta give women back then, like, they got to get all the cool points in the world because man, my grandma I used to wonder, like, because my granddaddy was a pimp, right? So I used to wonder if my grandma was like, his bottom bitch or just one of them. Because you have to realize, like, perspectives change because, like, my granddaddy had like 13, 14 kids.
Outside?
No, he left, like, shit. My granny knew, like, shit. Like, so how I got here, like, right? So my mama had me. Check this out. My mama had me when she was 14, right? Okay. And the lady my granddaddy was with at the time, mama friend, she couldn't have kids. Okay. So this nigga, he talked my mama into putting me up for adoption so they could get me and raise me over there. Swear to God, my grandma like, I'll kill all you motherfuckers.
Because I almost went to Fences off.
My grandma was like,
that motherfucker said, I'm going to be over here on Tuesdays. I wanted to turn the shit off because I was like, but women want to be able to have it,
What time frame are we speaking?
Yeah, this was like the 20s and 30s. This during the Great Depression, wasn't it? It was in the Great Depression.
Yeah. So at that time frame, women weren't as educated.
They weren't.
They were dependent upon what a man was going to be able to provide for them. Mm-hmm. That's where these women these days get this dumbass misconception that a loaf of bread is still 5 cents at the motherfucking store.
Let's talk about this poly shit. Poly relationship.
Oh, I knew a girl named Polly in school. I was like, how we talking? What she do?
Polly was a cracker? Polly was a cracker? No, it was a cracker.
I feel like a lot of women are agreeing to this poly relationship shit because it's no different from
So you talking about T.I. and Tiny?
Now, but are they in a poly relationship?
You see where they must have been in some shit. She was beating their ass. He was watching. He was beating their ass. She was watching.
A lot of women are they're becoming accepted. And don't get me wrong. Right? Don't get me wrong. And I hope ain't nobody watching. However, I do understand that men motherfucking.
They don't though. Men don't. No. Let's say this: some men cheat. Not all men cheat. So I got a cousin, right? He swears that he can't be faithful because of how he was raised. Because this is what he experienced. To me, that's coward talk.
That's a cop out.
Yeah.
Because like for me, I Personally,
you want an excuse.
I never wanted to cheat on a woman I was with because for me she was everything.
Right.
And if I had to go outside of her, I needed to not be with her, or I need to tell her, hey, this is what I need, and I need you to give me that. So for me, the poly relationship and it's cowardly. It's because you have an insecure man who feels he has to have so much.
Not just an insecure man, but the insecure
woman has to be insecure as well to allow it. But it's typically the man who. And I'm just saying, typically.
Why? Because we're subjected to this westernized thought process of monogamy and one man, one woman.
I'm glad you brought that up.
You know what I'm saying? Is that the reason why we're looking at it like somebody got to be weaker?
No.
Motherfuckers made a choice.
But do you understand that the only time we did this in Africa was because all the strong men were either killed for standing up for us, or they were either taken out to the field of work, so they left the weak, cowardly, feeble men there, and they wind up taking advantage of the women because they had to produce. So you had men who had multiple families at that time. That was the only time that's ever been part of Africa culture. And that was in different tribes like the Congo, because the Congo was depleted of strong men. Why? Because they were being taken off to either work in the field or they was trying to escape and being killed.
So do you feel like men are y'all not designed to be with one woman?
No, I think it's an individual choice.
Yeah.
Some men choose that life, some men don't. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, it's what you subscribe to. You know what I'm saying? It's no different than your political affiliation, your religious beliefs. It's what you've chosen to align yourself with. So some men straight up and down, nope, I will not just do one woman for the rest of my life. Then there are some men who are straight up and down unequivocally, that's that one. And they good with that. So
I'm that guy. And I mean, it's like Bill Cosby's situation. As much as we deem, I think the only reason why Camille didn't leave him is because she knew.
What she knew? She knew what?
Shit.
He was one woman woman? Man.
Yeah, he was doing what the hell he wanted to do.
Bill was big
Bill
in the
Cosby.
70s and motherfucking early 80s and then
in the 60s and 70s.
Opportunity.
Of course it was opportunity.
Opportunity makes a thief. Opportunity makes a man to be
For sure. It's temptation and availability. Like, they have access to a whole lot of women.
Like Chris Rock said, men don't run that fast. Like he say women are offered dick on a daily basis. Mm-hmm. He said when
since
a man
was 14.
Mm-hmm. He said if a man is offered pussy, we can't run that fast.
What was that? Was that on the last stand up he did?
Nah, this a couple of years ago. So he said we can't run that fast. Like shit,
he's still in though.
So it's opportunity, and opportunity can create. But
they're built different. They're wired different too, though. Like we always talk about how a man can have sex with a woman and it mean nothing, right? They can have sex, whatever, and still love their woman. Well, we not built like that. So
some of y'all
women are built like that. You crazy as hell. Some. A lot of them are.
But I question the authenticity of those women.
Exactly.
Thank you.
But and then that genuine of that man got to be questioned as well, because it's just that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I feel like I'm okay. I feel like I probably shouldn't say the other shit that I was gonna say, but there are some when they are so open with this, they're just free. They don't give a fuck. I feel like that's a mask.
It is.
It's a mask to
either they
tired cover up the hurt. Mm-hmm. Right?
So let me ask you this: would you say the same thing about Erykah Badu?
What about her?
Because how open and sexual she is, and she's so free. Is that a mask for all the stuff she had?
What we're saying.
No, I'm just.
It's not.
I don't
for
know.
Every woman.
Right.
Like, we can't speak for.
Right.
But generally speaking, from a woman's perspective, there are exceptions. But generally speaking, when a woman is like that, it's because of a reason. It's not because that's how she's wired. There are some women who are wired like that, but generally speaking, it's because of something.
But why do you? Why? So are y'all trying to say that men are wired this way? Because we're not. We're not wired to cheat.
So one of the things that I say, I have had to work on being emotional, right? Because I know I have learned niggas need that shit, right? Because again, I was raised with me and my mama was not that damn sister. Niggas need that shit, right? They done told me, like, damn, you act like you don't even give a fuck about me, right? So I have had to work on tapping into my emotional side. But even in being not the overly emotional type of chick, I still don't want that. You see what I'm saying? I still don't want where it's just that's what we do. We fucking and that's it. So that's why I question if it's genuine, right? Because I am not the overly emotional type, but I ain't just trying to just fuck niggas and just keep it moving.
Which is funny because, like, you know, I was kind of in a situation where, you know, we wasn't, like, it wasn't nothing established. So, you know, now she's like wanting it to be, and I'm just like, no, this ain't what we coming to the.
Which is that catch-22. And I've said that with me. That's that catch-22. Because I'm not super emotional. So a lot of times, if I'm dealing with a dude who think I'm one of these chicks, right, that don't give a fuck. And it's not that I just don't give a fuck. I'm just not that emotional.
Because I'll be honest, I just thought she didn't give a fuck. So for me, it was like, all right, cool. Because so I prepared myself for it just to only be
and
that.
And then when we be like, no, nigga, I really
and now she like that. Look, and now she like that because she want more. And I'm just like, well, shit, I can't give you more because you're not the.
No, I'm so sorry for you.
Yeah.
This is a tragic
at least
situation.
I'm not in denial about my shit. I understand. And that's why I've been trying to tap into my emotional side because, again, I'm like, okay, they actually need that shit. They
used to women being women.
They used to. Countries where polygamy is legal in 2021. Legal.
Oh, yeah. That's, of course, it's going to be that.
Pakistan, Nigeria. That's why I can't fuck with a Nigerian man. No, I'm just kidding. Bangladesh, Egypt, Iran, Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, Sudan, and Algeria.
They didn't even get no number for Algeria. They just said it's one or two of them.
I just cannot knowingly know that you fucking with another bitch, and that's okay.
Yeah. And they living in the same house.
It's nothing I want.
That's D-Ray.
I can't.
You know,
got
two. Yeah.
Well, you know that he just switched up. Recently, he switched up one of them because the other one was just like, she
thought she wanted to be out there.
That was it, and that's what it was. And he said and he said it starts out like that too.
Robert said, "No dude gonna trust you if you're not emotional." Well, I don't know what to tell him. Fuck it. That's why I always accepted the fact that I'm a fucking.
What's emotional? What's emotional? Are we saying emotional, or are you saying you don't express your feelings? Or are you saying you're not an emotional person? Because I don't want to be with an emotional person, but I want to be with somebody who can express their emotions in a healthy manner. Like if you're emotional, that means you all over the fucking place. I don't want to be with you. I can't deal with it. Okay, so I'm like, I'm not the. Hey, babe, I miss you.
So she's not affectionate. She's not the typical doe-eyed woman.
Sitting up under you and shit.
Yeah.
But then you draw niggas that up. That's crazy.
So your dudes be all about
yeah.
You be sitting there trying to watch the game, and these niggas be like, but man.
Like, what dude used to hold my hand and do this shit? That shit used to drive me nuts. Like, it was cool that he was holding my hand, but this shit right there used to be like, I'll find a reason to be
and
like.
This is why I tell y'all we are so different.
You want that shit, huh?
Yeah, I'm overly affectionate. I like affection. I like my man to touch me. Yeah.
Can you go fix something?
Basement.
Go work on something, please.
I want a basement so he can be in the basement and I can be upstairs. Right? We can be in the
Come to bed at night. We can handle some BI. Go to sleep. We can do this again tomorrow.
Go to sleep
over there. And we can try again tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. You might be setting yourself up. You okay being the cool out?
I do understand.
This nigga is dumb.
I'm just saying.
The one thing about it, I'm not in denial about the shit. Like, I understand I said mixed messages and shit. I get it. I'm fucking, I don't know. It's the gift and the curse. I don't know.
The curse. You Jay-Z. For real.
I say the dude, for me, is going to understand that. Now, don't get me wrong. I have gotten better. Because I have like actively tried to tap into that shit. I ain't gonna lie, but some days I still be like, God damn, this motherfucker is right here. Like, shit.
Like, dude, you ain't got nowhere to go.
Like, you see that? Like,
you ain't got shit to do.
Like, how long we gonna do this?
Like, shit, it's Tuesday.
Then I get up, go find some shit, then go sit across the room and shit. No, but I do understand. I have worked on that. I have actively worked on being more affectionate and more emotional and shit. I was raised with boys. And
partially though, if it's a man you like,
I'm a little bit more. That's true. That is true. If I like you, then I am kind of like.
So I guess that this lines up with that. Different people bring out different.
It does. That's fact.
Hey, I believe that.
That's fact.
I believe that.
That's
I
fact.
definitely believe that. Especially if you into him.
R. Kelly in jail.
Shit.
No,
that nigga was fucking kids.
Yeah.
That's why he was in jail.
Yeah.
That's the difference. That ain't no polygamy. That's pedophilia.
But
it's a different
they are grown.
That's a different
now.
piece.
That's a different piece. I'm just trying to say.
Shay said Virgo women love all that clingy with limits shit.
Well, I'm a Virgo.
With limits. Honey,
with limits.
Like, I love you.
Is she a Virgo?
She a Virgo.
Oh, I'm a Virgo man.
Oh, shit. That explains. Look. That explains. He a Virgo man. That explains a lot.
What does that mean?
However, it was a Virgo man though that told me he needed more.
More what? Because Virgos like affection.
So it's not that I want more. It's just I'm gonna only give you what you give me. And you can't want me to give you the stars and the moon, and you only give me humble goddamn pie. I'm gonna feed you humble motherfucking pie too.
It explains a lot. What you're saying, I believe, because I know how Virgos are. That's what I meant.
I got you.
She said Taurus women are completely opposite.
They are.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I am not gonna lie. Like, I've been working on it though. I'm better because I used to be like, look, this shit ain't gonna work. This
Again,
up under me and shit.
I think it's all about who you with. Like,
well, Virgo, like I like to be with my man, right? We hang out. I love being around him. It's sometimes I need to breathe. I need to.
See, I'm one that's like. Look,
but I love affection. I love it.
Night, at the end of the day. I'm gonna go over here. You go over there. Go over there. and then we miss each other.
I'm an Aquarius, and I don't follow this whole zodiac thing. All I can say is this. Be there when I need you to be there.
Yeah.
I need you to have
but when you say
life. You cannot rely on me for all of your sustenance. Because if you do,
I'm gonna let you down.
I'm gonna be gone.
No, I'm gonna let you down. I'm gonna let you down. That's what I'm saying. No, I'm gonna let you down. Yeah.
I'm gonna let you down. Wants anybody to solely rely
Some
on
people
them.
do.
No,
Some
there are
people
people
do.
who
Really?
that is their thing that you need them. Don't need me. I'd rather you want me.
You know what? I had to tell.
Don't need me.
Hold on. I need though.
Need me. What does need mean?
Yeah.
No,
we need to breathe.
No.
Breathing is not a choice.
Listen, when you say I need you, meaning like there are things that I can't do for myself, right? There are things.
So basically, like a woman needs a man, right? Saying there, like you said, there we have different roles.
Yeah, I do. So, we need each other.
Right.
We couldn't exist if we didn't need each other. But you saying don't need me to the point that you can't breathe without me in the room.
Yes, if I leave, then it's gonna be a motherfucking problem. Yes.
Want me, because want is an option. You're choosing to keep me around. You're choosing to want to be with me. When you need me, that means that if I leave, you fall apart. I don't want that type of relationship with not my kids.
Now that shit on my conscience and shit.
Oh, it ain't gonna be on my conscience. if I motherfucking walk off, the building could collapse. I hope you wasn't in there. I'm just saying, look, for real.
Yeah,
just don't need me. Want me? I love it.
I want.
But when you start needing me, I'm gonna find a way to go.
I've always said, like, if I get married, he has to have his own life. It cannot be that we're always, it's me and him all the time. Like, no.
But what if he a homebody? And just so happen you at the home while he doing his...
Listen,
y'all both.
Don't say shit to me when I go outside.
Because personally, I mean, and I had a chick who, like, you know, she got mad because, like, I don't go nowhere. Like, I'm a homebody to the T.
Why you always here?
And, well, not just why I'm always here. She be like, well, you never offer to go. You never asked me to.
Well,
I'm a homebody. If you want to go somewhere and say, hey, babe, let's go here. And I'm like, okay, let's go.
But
outside that,
I'm good right here on the couch.
Hey, I'm going to pick this shit up. You want some meat? Cool. I'm going to get it. Come home.
And I'm coming right back to the crib.
Like, watch this. I'm spending $133 at Papados at home. Shit, I'm eating that shit at home.
I'll say this.
Fuck you mean?
I'll say this. I am that person. Now, I will go pick that shit up and come to
right
the
back
house.
to the crib.
You thought I was there with it? Nah, I'm not breathing the same air these niggas breathe. What the fuck? I'm at the house.
Don't do that. I am that person.
Shit, and I'm making my own butter doctor and that shit up.
Do women like affection, kicking it, sex, etc., more than love compared to 20 years ago?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
Women don't want
20 years ago.
Some women don't want the responsibility of a relationship nowadays.
So, like we were talking about J-Lo
and then they get mad when they only get the perks that you get on. They get mad when it's the perks they get on February 15th, not February 14th.
A lot of them are lying, but then you
they wonder, well, why did I see you on the 14th? You the 15th, not the 14th. Fuck is you talking about? Come on, man.
You have to think about it. We have these strong black women nowadays.
And they be thinking they strong too.
And they doing all this shit. And so they're trying to prove this point. I don't need a man. That's one thing about me.
It's bullshit.
It is.
I call bullshit.
It's a mask, right? It's a Band-Aid that they're trying to put over the hurt. Because you've been hurt so many times before. And now you've given up.
So you're taking what you feel like you can get.
It's funny because my ex-wife, her great-grandma, raised all three of her two daughters. So she had 4 kids, 2 daughters, 2 boys, right? Her 2 daughters. On the cool, I think they low-key millionaires. Now, I'm pretty sure they're not, but they're okay to whereas her boys, I'm sorry, she had 3 boys. Do you know, like, and then they, and put it like this, they this old to where they were the first black kids to migrate into Mesquite. Okay. That's how old they are.
Okay.
Do you not realize the youngest of her sons is still sleeping in his same room in the same twin bed from back then right now? And her daughters got big, nice houses that worked for T.I. for 30, 40, worked for T.I. for 60 years. Like that type shit. Yeah. And she taught her girls to not need a man, but she taught her boys to always depend on her. Now, do you know why? Because in her mindset, she was used to her boys being stripped from her. Because she was like a slave. Like, she seen slavery. So that's what I'm saying. The mindset that we have to understand that these mindset that we have, it comes from a certain place. So when you have people who feel like they don't need you or it's only from a place of... It's a mindset that they come from to whereas they're used to things being stripped away from them. So she wasn't. Her girls was always that. You know, if you think about it, the girls were never stripped away from the mothers. It was only the boys.
Yeah. We're gonna wrap it up. But before we do, we have some things to talk about. CF Kane.
All right, y'all know 2/16. This project was supposed to drop. Well, we had some issues at the studio when what I like to call it Siberia, when, you know, Texas got frozen over. So we had some issues. I got to re-record a lot of things. But May 2021, the project will be out. And, yeah, just be looking forward to it. I'm only printing 100 actual copies. And I'll tell y'all more about that another time. Yeah.
You selling each one for $100? Why not? Nip did. Boy, Nip did.
Yeah,
you better.
Right about that.
And then you need to NTF it digitally.
Yeah, already.
Keisha, you got some mini sessions that you offer right now.
I do. I have my spring mini sessions, August 17th. I'm doing blue bonnets. So
are these time slots still available?
Yeah, I just released that date and those times. So I did fill one of them, but the rest of them are still available. I think the 6:30 one I filled. But if y'all are interested in some family portraits or individual portraits, reach out. I'd love to capture y'all.
So here, Don, do you have their Instagram and Facebook handles? Okay, where can they reach you at on Facebook and Instagram?
Facebook, my Facebook page is K Jackson Photography. I think the handle is at K Jackson Photos with a Z.
We're gonna post it. I'm gonna post it on my Nick and Nite page. So when it comes to all of them, I'm gonna post it on my Nick and Nite page so y'all can go out there and find them. Jules, what you got coming up?
Black Dad Podcast, first and third Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. You can catch me at Black Dad Podcast.
What is Black Dad? What you talking about on
there? We talking about everything. This week we'll be talking about We're Perfect. And, you know, why it's important to accept that role as men.
Okay.
Because I don't think we can really change our communities till we understand the power that we have and the power in the words that we play with each other.
Okay. And Nick at Nite, got camping coming up. Nick at Nite is going camping Memorial Day weekend. And I don't know why I put that because I got my birthday shit coming up first. Let me tell y'all something about this birthday party. It's really going to be a whole weekend of events, May 7th through the 9th. So my people that's coming from Chicago, a lot of them are staying over to that Monday. So some coming in Thursday, some leaving on Monday. This shit is about to be epic. I got to make sure I get my vaccination completed before then so I can... Yes, baby, because let me tell you, this shit is about to be epic. And Nick at Nite is also going camping Memorial Day weekend. I had originally cut the payments off at the 15th of March, but I'm going to extend it to April 1st so that, you know, y'all can get y'all payments in and we're going to get ready to have us a fucking great time. I'm so ready. I mean, we